together. Shalom, dear friends.
Shalom.
This is our friend, our guest of honor here.
Woo!
Celebrity sighting. I just saw him here in Central Park.
We happen to be dressed the same.
Oh yeah, that's a giveaway. Well, this is sorry, it's my gimbal. This is Yaniv Zarif. We'll learn a little bit more about him momentarily, and his website is in the comments. Tonight, right now, as the sun is setting, is Tu B'Shvat. It's the 15th day, uncommonly known. Is not the number 2. It's actually the Hebrew letters of Tet Vav, which is 9 plus 6, which adds up to 15. So it's the 15th day of the month of Shvat, and it is the Rosh Hashanah Le'ilanot, the New Year for the trees. And what that means for us, maybe technically it means that the farmers, the agricultural world, needs to know about this, because that's when the beginnings of the growth starts in Israel, and the Rebbe talks about that, and everybody, all the commentators talk about how we emulate the trees' lessons and how they grow, and lessons that we can learn from them. The Torah says, "Ki ha'adam eitz hasadeh," that man is a tree of the field. And there's so many different lessons. I brought a few here. My wife just sent me off on a mission to share these lessons. I'm good. And then we'll talk to Yaniv and hear a little bit about his life and his very exciting experiences everywhere. So, Tu B'Shvat is the day that we celebrate the trees, the birthday of the trees. So here are some questions that a tree, and possibly us, might ask itself, or we ask ourselves. Did I shelter the seedlings that live in my shade so that they will grow up to be the next generation like myself? Did I take care of the future? Am I doing that right now? Did I grow towards the sun as a tree should, reaching up higher and higher towards that which I can never grasp, same high, but which nurtures me all the same the more I strive towards it? That's a deep one.
Yeah.
So reaching up to something that we can never get there. But it's going to help us as long as we're yearning, to grow. Did I make sure that my roots remain firmly planted in the soil that nurtures them? And did I drop leaves there in the fall to give back life to that which sustains me?
Metaphorical and literal, because we're planting and we have fundamental roots too.
Yes.
So smart.
Did I ensure that my fruits were sweet and nourished all that came to enjoy them? Did everyone walk away from me with a smile? Well, Yaniv does that professionally, as we'll hear soon. Did I bend gently in the wind, accepting what God sends, but never breaking or giving up hope? That's a tough one, but that's what they talk about, being soft instead of hard, like being a soft shoot that bends in the wind instead of a hard cedar tree. Did I grow in strength and wisdom with each new ring of this year? So here are some lessons, some messages from the tree to us, and may we all grow and strive and be like a tree and have strong roots and foundations, etc., etc. And now for Yaniv. So Yaniv,
Hi guys.
give us a short bio of yourself. Please.
My name is Yaniv Zarif. I am from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. My father comes from Israel. My mother was born in Germany right after the war, but grew up in Brooklyn, New York. And I met Rabbi Chaim about 12 years ago. When one of his children that goes to his Chabad, I was babysitting for, and now they've become like family, as so is Rabbi Chaim, and they've gotten to see me travel the world, because for work I'm a singer who travels on cruise ships, and I've been blessed to see all 7 continents in this world and meet so many incredible people and touch so many people with music, with language, with culture, and it's great to always...
Well, sorry. Kimball just dropped here. Sorry about that. Okay, we're back. We're back.
Hey guys. It's great to always come back and keep in touch with Rabbi Chaim, and this is the first time I get to go running with him and be a guest star in one of his running commentaries, which I love watching.
Thank you.
Yes.
So Yaniv, you mentioned that you sing.
Yes.
Where do you sing?
I sing on cruise ships.
Cruise ships.
Yes. And other places. Like this week I'll be singing in Phoenix, but a lot of the times I'm singing on cruise ships with my show Music Beyond Language.
Music Beyond Language.
Yes.
Why did you choose that title?
Because the show celebrates all the languages that are part of my life and all the languages that I can sing and converse in.
And how many are they?
32.
32!
32.
OMG.
Fluently only 6.
32 languages. Is Hebrew one of them?
Hebrew is absolutely one of them.
Is Yiddish one of them?
Yiddish is one of them.
Is English? I'm just kidding. Look at the moon. Beautiful.
It's always
Is that the moon or the shadow? It looks like the moon. It's just so big. Yes. It's super shot. So it's the 15th of the month is when it's a full moon. So in the Hebrew calendar, the 15th of the month is a full moon. So right now we're seeing.
Wow.
I'm gonna take a commercial break and look at that moon again.
Absolutely.
Right when we pass the building, Mount Sinai Hospital.
That sounds great. It's a gorgeous moon. You have to see it.
But I do want to ask you, because you are Jewish people are compared to the moon also.
Really?
And yes, in the
is
Jewish
our calendar the lunar one?
Yes. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh, it's already hiding.
Oh wow.
It's a little too far. I don't know if we can see it from here. Well, it's there. It's behind the buildings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, she's big.
So yeah, the Jewish people are compared to the moon. That's why we have a lunar calendar and versus the solar calendar. And the moon itself teaches us a lesson where it waxes and wanes every year, every month.
As
Gets
should
bigger. Exactly, and that's part of our growth.
Yes.
So talking about waxing and waning, or the Jewish perspective on things, how is it for an observant Jew, a practicing Jew, to travel? How long are you on those cruise ships of the year?
I would say about a little more than half the year.
Half the year. So how does that work for?
If I have enough work
for a Jew?
Well,
something about life on the open seas, living as a Jew. What might be some challenges?
I would say the biggest challenge is, I go to a lot of small places, small countries, islands where they haven't met a lot of Jewish people, or they're really unfamiliar with Jewish people, and it can be unnerving sometimes. How you feel being proudly Jewish in certain places, and most places have accepted and welcomed me warmly. Also, a challenge is sometimes my flights are very early in the morning, and you can't wrap tefillin until the sun rises. And sometimes my flights are before the sun goes up. So it's challenging to find places on an airplane or in an airport to wrap tefillin. But I always make it work, and that's the beauty of chesed and trying to do mitzvah every day, and getting around to make sure that even if it's a priority to you, to always making sure that it can be a part of your lifestyle. And sometimes I don't have internet, and I can't tell which way is facing Jerusalem on my app, because I have an app that tells me.
You ask the captain, which way are we traveling?
Yes, I'll ask the captain.
Or look up at the stars.
Captain, which way is Jerusalem, please? So sometimes I have to take a guess. And, just always being authentically me and Jewish wherever I am in the world. It's a blessing, and it's great meeting other like-minded people, and even people that are not like-minded but want to learn about it. It's really wonderful to share that experience with others.
Thank you for that. So the Rebbe actually once in a public address at the Farbrengen, he spoke about one of a famous man. His name is David Chase. I don't know if he was connected to Chase Bank, but he was a very wealthy man, big supporter of Chabad. And he had his own yacht, and he would go, on the water often. And the Rebbe, he related to the Rebbe, and the Rebbe publicly shared this story where he didn't know, he wanted to pray. He would pray 3 times a day and put on his tefillin, and he didn't know which way was east. So he asked the captain of a ship, who was not Jewish, which way is east, and he wanted to know, like, don't worry, are you concerned that I'm not guiding the ship appropriately? But then when he told him, I need to pray facing east, he was very impressed, and he himself became more observant in his own way, or closer to God. So your challenges and your experiences out there in the public can inspire other people also to learn.
And also the app that I have, the Tefillin app, which my Torah teacher Parrots helped me find.
Shout out to Parrots.
He has such a mention. This app not only tells you where east is, but specifically where Jerusalem is in relation to you, because sometimes it's northeast from where you are. If I'm sometimes in South America, or if I'm in Asia, it really, really points to exactly where. It's really cool.
Cool. Yeah. Very good. Would you be able to, while we're running, I know it's a challenge, while we're running, would you be able to sing something that is singable on the run?
Yes, what language would you like to hear it in?
If we could do some Hebrew, that would be awesome.
I actually, in my show, which is all about languages, I translate sunrise, sunset from Fiddler on the Roof into Hebrew. So I'll do that for you.
Woo! Or just a portion, even 30 seconds, whatever works.
Zricha shkia, yom rotef od yom, anu bichlal lo ishtanenu, רק הם גדלו כל כך פתאום. צריכה שקיעה, חולפות העונות, קיץ אביב וסתיו וחורף, יחד ואושר ודמעות.
Awesome control, even while you're running. That was so beautiful. Oh man. Wow, I know it's easy for me to talk, thank God, while I run, but it's not easy for me to sing.
Yeah, that took the wind out of me.
Sounds like a frog croaking. You did a good job.
I would like to think that it's a lot better when I'm not running. But that'll do for now.
I want to end with a song that's related to Tu B'Shvat.
Okay.
Or at least a part of it. It's not going to be as nice as yours. But I do, before that, I want to thank you for earning the shirt, the Real Men Wear Tefillin shirt.
Real Men Wear Tefillin.
Which is a shirt that my wife designed for me about 10 years ago. And
I love it.
I've had a bunch for 10 years, but they become really old. So my friend Daniel Mail, who I thanked in the previous running commentary, he printed a bunch more for me. And I'm giving some out to people who I feel are really dedicated to the mitzvah of tefillin in an unusual way, like Yaniv. Is I get frequent calls from Yaniv, like, hey, what do I do now?
He's always helping me because he's such a wonderful rabbi, always doing it.
We try. But when it comes to tefillin, in this situation, in that situation, etc., etc. So I admire your dedication to the mitzvah. And with that, there's a song that is a story in the Talmud. There's many tunes to this song.
Yeah.
But the story is in Hebrew, so I'll just translate it real quickly.
Tell us about it.
It's about a rabbi who came upon, he was walking in the desert and it was very, very hot, and he was very thirsty and scorched, and he came upon a tree that provided shade and water and fruit, and he was very grateful. And upon leaving the tree, he wanted to bless it, and he said, tree, how can I bless you? Ilan, Hama avarechecha, perotecha mitzukim, your fruits are sweet. Tzilcha na'eh, your shade is pleasant. Amat hamayim overet b'tachtecha, a river flows beneath you. Ella, ratzon, but may it be the will of God. Shekol netiyot shenoti mimecha yiyu kemotcha, that all your seeds that are planted from you should be like you. Your offspring should be like you. So that's a blessing that I bless you.
Amen.
Also,
Thank you as well.
oh, my kids are much better than me. But here it goes something like there's many different foods. One of them is Ilan, 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 Bame Avarechecha. Ilan, 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 Bame Avarechecha. Perotecha metukim, Tzil Chanai, Amat Hamayim, Overet mitachtecha. Again, and then first stanza, Ela yehi ratzon, Ela yehi ratzon, shekol netir, shenoti mimeka, yilu kemotcha, shekol netir, shenoti mimeka, yilu kemotcha. Anyway, that's my blessing. That's my blessing.
That was so wonderful.
Thank you, you're so kind. Okay, I think that's it for today. Any last thoughts that you'd like to share with your with my running commentary friends?
This has been the coolest day ever. I get to run with the famous Rabbi Chaim and get to see his vantage point from running commentaries with the Rabbi. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you.
I
My
had
honor.
such a great time.
My honor and my privilege. And this was a very quick. It was a spontaneous gig. This was not planned.
No, I was dropping off his pavilion.
And he said, "Turn around 1 second. I'm just gonna turn around. I'm gonna try to catch that moon. That moon. Hold on. It's a little. It's just really big because. And if you know why it looks so big.
Because it's close.
Because it's close. Because.
The sun.
Yeah, it really does. Because when it's low down on the horizon, they trick us.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, that's the moon. And I interrupted you. I don't even know what you were saying.
No, you were talking.
Oh, I was just saying that you came for a moment.
Oh yeah,
and I challenged you.
Off your pavilion.
Come, let's go for a run.
Let's go for a run. I said, I'm not dressed for a run. He said, I have clothes. I said, but my kippah will get sweaty. He said, I have kippot. And he's ready for everything.
No excuses.
I had no chance to say no. So I was basically forced to say no.
Well, it's my honor and pleasure and privilege, and
My pleasure.
see you next time.
Bye.
Maybe on a cruise. Maybe we'll do a run on a cruise. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. And
Okay.
Chag Sameach.
Like Sameach, everyone.
Shavuot
Tu
Tov.
b'shvat Sameach.
Chag Sameach.
Lehitraot. Okay. Turn this off. Thank you.